All right, welcome to a very special episode of We Do Go to Ravenholm.
The most special.
The most special. Because today we are not talking news, we are not talking backlog, we are talking brackets.
Brackets.
First time ever on this show, we are going to do a bracket.
Okay.
Brackets have been a very long-running thing in our universe, the Pod Smash universe, and I thought we'd try to spill it over into this because it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
In March Madness, you've got a lot of great brackets in March Madness, and brackets
at Home Depot.
Are there bracket video games? Favorite bracket characters. Anyways,
that's a stretch.
This bracket is video game mascots.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
So we have 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We got 20 total.
Right.
Okay.
And they've just been randomly seeded.
Okay.
So we'll go down the line and we'll
Okay.
put our votes in. The criteria that I'm probably going to be using for this is my own personal Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Iconic.
Okay.
But I also might throw in some other things too
Okay.
as we go down the line.
All right.
So we're not considering which of the two would beat each other, but which what we think is more representative.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Okay.
which
Okay.
one you think
Okay.
you favor more. But other things could play into it.
Okay.
I mean, as we put two things up to one against each other. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go.
Okay.
A 17 Rayman versus a 16 Kirby.
Ooh,
Kirby.
100%
Wow.
Kirby.
Okay.
I do have a soft spot for Rayman, but a softer spot for Kirby.
I heard we don't like the French on this show.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I've heard that rumor.
Okay.
I love French indie though. So what is Rayman? What is he supposed to be? A
I
man?
think he's his own
French.
his own thing.
Do not question what I am.
Ubisoft.
Well, Rayman, thank you very much. It was lovely having you. I guess.
I mean,
you heard
Rayman's not bad, but against Kirby.
Yeah.
It's a tough
That's no,
one.
that's no
It's a-
contest.
right.
I
That's
think
a
if
bad
Rayman would have been
massacre.
matched against someone else, we
You got,
might
like,
have had a different
that's
outcome.
Bad seed, Rayman. We respect you, but
Good night, Rayman.
Kirby inhales his way to the next round.
okay.
Okay. Next up, we have number 13 seed Sonic versus a number 20 seed Mega Man. That's a tough battle. That's a very tough battle.
Yeah.
I think
Battle of the Blues.
I think I think based on looks, it's probably Sonic.
Okay.
Because Sonic was a mascot. Mega
In
Man
the truest
never
sense,
was
yeah.
a true sense of a mascot until people started talking about
Yeah. More
Right.
that
main
is a
character
deeper
than mascot.
But Sonic was in the mascot wars.
Yeah.
So I think we need to salute
Recognize
him
that.
yeah.
If Sonic was a boss fight in Mega Man, what would he be called? Would he be Fast Man?
Maybe.
Okay.
Gotta go Chili Dog Man. Sucking on chili dogs. So I mean just because I guess I talk a little louder, I don't want to be the final call. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to vote for... I think I'm going to vote for Mega Man, just to be difficult.
That's fine.
But I think it's really close for me.
Okay. I think I have more personal attachment to Mega Man.
Yeah. But as far as
fucking
iconic
Sonic.
status,
Yeah.
I think it probably should edge towards Sonic. I'm hoping Jamie just votes for Sonic, so Sonic gets to move on.
So here's my thought.
She has no attachment to either character.
I don't, and I'd probably pick Mega Man personally over Sonic. I'm just not
Because
that
of
big
the
of a
fans?
Sonic fan. But when you look at iconicness, there is Sonic faces plastered all over like Chinese backpacks or like
Lunchbox,
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mega Man doesn't have that kind of like presence. And so if we're going for iconic mascot, I would say Sonic because he's living that life.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so we're going Sonic.
Sonic's moving on.
Sonic's moving on.
Okay. So next up we have number 19 seed Lara Croft versus number 14 Kratos.
These seem set up. These seem
It's
set
just
up.
random. It was totally random.
Some setup. I feel, in my mind, I feel like this is kind of a question of like where they're at now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel Kratos is probably still going strong. Lara has seen some modernness, but I don't feel she's in the zeitgeist of video game pop culture as. But I mean, neither is Kratos, but I still feel he's probably got a leg up more than she does at the moment.
I think if you compared like the success of the most modern Tomb Raider game versus the success of the last game, God of War game, I'm assuming Kratos probably has that one.
Well, Ragnarok came out not that long ago, so.
Yeah, I think I would also say Kratos.
Okay.
Kratos.
But he's also had like a really good comeback.
Mm.
He took some time away,
Mm-hmm.
Much like Lara. I mean, there
Yeah.
was some time off. They did those pretty interesting ones for, I think.
Yeah, those weren't bad.
I heard the 360 one was good.
Yeah, they weren't bad,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, yeah, I think, yeah.
Did you watch the reboot of the film they did?
No.
It was okay.
Okay.
It took way too long for them to get to the temple.
Excellent.
It was like she was like a
Excellent.
bike courier for like 30 minutes and like all this bullshit. And
Who
it's
asked
just
for
like,
that?
yeah, like, are you gonna go raid a tomb for fuck's sake? Like the name
can't
is
remember.
Tomb
Was
Raider,
I-
right?
Was I listening to like a podcast and they were making fun of it, or was this a real thing where they were going to bring? They're going to reboot Tomb Raider, but instead of her raiding tombs, she's going to be protecting them.
That's so weird. I'm more of a tomb protector.
Yeah. Tomb Defender.
I hope it was just like a podcast where like people were like joking and
Yeah.
making fun of shit, and that's not.
I did hear that there's gonna be a reboot. I just didn't hear what the premise was.
This is sometimes an unfortunate reality we live in. So.
Yeah, let's just move on from that.
okay.
Okay.
While you're looking that
What's
up.
the next match?
So we've got number 15 Sly Cooper versus 18 Mr. Game & Watch.
Ow.
He made his way onto this bracket. He
I mean-
flipped his way on into our hearts
Yeah.
and onto the bracket.
I think you got to give it up to Mr. Game & Watch for being. He kind of like. He was a Nintendo staple.
Yeah.
But outside the company, he was nobody.
Yeah.
Then he was in Smash.
That's true.
And then he got popular. But I think.
He kind of was like living in the gutters until Smash came along, but then like
But
Now
man,
everyone
what a
knows
comeback
him.
story.
Yeah.
you could even go up to a child and say Mr. Game & Watch. They
That's
probably
true.
know
That's
who it
true.
is.
So, but that's what I was wondering. Are we talking about like, I guess, legacy and modern legitimacy, or is it just like personal? Is it just everything, personal feelings, or?
I think you could just. I think we could weigh a lot into it.
Okay.
Make a case.
Because I don't want it to just be one
Sure.
thing. Like if you really have like some personal feelings for one.
I feel
thing,
like I'm torn on this one because like, I think Mr. Game & Watch is an important character historically.
Mhm.
I never played the Sly Cooper games because I don't really care for stealth
Mhm.
gameplay. I feel that Sly Cooper can be represented more from an artistic perspective, and he has more of an iconic look.
Mhm.
So I don't fucking have I don't have an opinion on this one.
Okay. Well, I got two very strong things
Okay.
about both of these
Okay.
characters.
Okay.
I think Sly Cooper is an amazing character. I love the Sly Cooper games.
Okay.
I think it's great that he exists because it was during a time when you had so many like really big heavy hitter mascots that were like he easily could have been overshadowed. But it was a great game. I would love to see more of those or
Sure.
remasters.
Sure.
The cast of characters alongside of him were awesome too, but that's not important. Mr. Game & Watch is a real OG. You know, he's got a big place in my heart too. I think like when I look at him, he makes me feel really warm and fuzzy.
Excellent.
I would give up my home to the guy
If you
he
needed
came
it,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
He needed
Like-
you like 15 years ago when
I
he was living in the gutter.
I know. He was in the gutter. I wasn't there for him, but now everyone wants a piece of him, and that's what it's always like, you know. But I'm sorry. I would like to publicly apologize to Mr. Game & Watch right now, right here, when I wasn't there for him. But that can't change the past. All I can do is sit here and give him my vote. That's what I can do.
I think based on like cultural popularity, like now, I think I'm leaning more towards Mr. Game & Watch, but it's just a really slight lean between the two. Like,
Yeah.
Sly's cool. He's a good. I feel like he's a good. I mean, you could take this poorly, but I was gonna say he's a good-looking character in the fact that like he's iconic. Like if you were just to like outline him, you would know. I mean, you could say that about Mr. Game & Watch because he's only an outline.
He's just a black
but
guy.
but like I just feel like the time and effort that they took in like prototyping that character, with art direction and going back and forth, I think they did a really good job. And even like the simplification of like the Sly logo with like the face and the mask is really well done. So yeah, I guess I'm Game & Watch. I don't know about Jamie.
I'm unfortunately saying Game & Watch because I think Mr. Game & Watch was never intended to be a mascot, and yet it is highly recognizable,
and I think that's why
it has lasted all of this time.
Power.
Yeah.
So okay, he's gonna advance, but I don't know how long he's gonna stay.
Yeah.
He's got his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're getting into the next rounds here.
Okay.
So now we've got number 1 ranked. And remember, this is all random seeded, so don't blame me if you don't like who the number 1 is.
Okay.
And it's going to be Sackboy.
Okay.
Versus number 16, Kirby. So,
I'm gonna say Kirby. Kirby's got the legacy.
Yeah.
Sackboy is also a great looking character, great design, but Kirby's fucking eternal.
yeah. Tough to go against Kirby.
Unless
even if
Jenny, do you?
I am also going to say Kirby. As much as I liked the first Little Big Planet, and I too like Sackboy as a design, as a idea, as an art. It's great, but
yeah, Kirby.
My Kirby.
Yeah.
Okay, pour one out for Sackboy. I'm also going to vote for Kirby.
Okay.
Sackboy, very special character.
Wash.
Glad it exists.
Next
up, we have a number 9 ranked Samus versus number 8 Pac-Man. This is a tough one. Tough one, indeed.
I'm going. This in my opinion is easy because I'm going Samus because. So like Pac-Man, the original Pac-Man was a good game back in its day. Then, from what I understand, is what the hell are those like 3D collectathon games?
Like the Genesis
Pac-Man
one,
World?
like
Pac-Man World. The Pac-Man World games, I hear are like solid like 7.8s, 7.9s, but like.
Did you ever play the New Adventures, Pac-Man 2?
No.
It's really weird.
Okay.
You know like the premise? You have to like shoot him with that. Yeah, I had that game.
Nice.
It was like
Slingshot?
Yeah.
So, but I feel as many Pac-Man games as there are, and I'm sure there's like countless spin-offs that probably like weird ass like arcade exclusive things. I mean, fucking Pack and Roll on the DS, a DS launch title. Samus. Do we even say that Samus has a stinker? Was Samus even in Federation Force? The bad Metroid game? Was Samus in the bad Metroid game?
I don't even know what that is.
It was a 3DS, like 3-on-3 online game.
Yeesh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't even tell you, but
And here's justification that might worm its way into Jamie's ear. Metroid Prime Pinball is better than Pac-Man Pinball.
Mm-hmm. I had already thought of that. I was my one of my answers was going to be they both had pinball, and Metroid Prime Pinball is better.
Mm-hmm.
Metroid Prime
What are your
Pinball
thoughts?
is very good.
I mean, I think just like it's really tough just because if you're talking like iconic status, and when you want to talk icon, you look at like all the merchandise. He had his own cartoon. I mean,
it's probably a
Legos.
cereal.
Cereal,
Pac-Man
yeah,
cereal.
yeah. The song. I mean,
You can do it. You can do the Pac-Man.
you can do it. So it's just like,
So we're going like legacy of like franchise of games versus pop icon. So this is
yeah.
So it's like as a pop icon between the two, Pac-Man wins.
Yeah.
But as a legacy of
Of like,
yeah.
there has been no. You're right. I mean, there's like it has.
Let's just ignore Federation 4. I guess other M, but people just like to brush that one under the rug. Samus is a vulnerable woman, apparently.
Yeah. I think I'm still gonna. I'm gonna. It's really close for me. I'm still gonna say Pac-Man.
You're gonna say
I'm gonna
Pac-Man? Okay.
It's fresh in my brain because I just built the Pac-Man arcade machine.
Oh, so you're spoiled.
Yeah.
Or you're like not spoiled. You're
Recency bias.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it looks like the camera is gonna overheat. We might have to
Okay.
take a break soon.
Okay.
Okay. You know, fuck it. As much as people say I didn't care for Dread, I'm going Pac-Man.
Pac-Man goes forward.
Okay, Pac-Man's moving on. Let's take a short break.
And so
All right.
are we. No. Things are heating up.
We're back.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, what a great shout out to Pac-Man, our last winner. Waka Waka. So now we have a number 5 seed, Simon Belmont, versus number 12 seed, which is technically 2 characters in one, Banjo and Kazooie. So,
Simon Belmont.
wow, I'm going to say Banjo Kazooie, just based on nostalgia alone for me.
I will say that I think a lot of my feelings about the characters in Castlevania is influenced by the show. Maybe more so than the games, but...
Yeah. I mean, it would be definitely hard for the guy wearing the Castlevania shirt to vote against.
I mean, Banjo-Kazooie, the first one was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they are good characters. Like, I think
Yeah, they're
design-wise and stuff,
well-designed
they're good
characters.
characters.
I never played the second one, and then Nuts and Bolts came out.
Yeah, Nuts and Bolts was trash. But Tui was fine. It was just as good as the first one. Yeah, and I like Gruntilda, who spoke very in silly rhymes. That was a great character trait. Yeah, I like silly rhymes. But I definitely could see why you would vote for Simon Belmont, and I understand why he's moving on.
He's a strong male protagonist.
You're giving in.
Well, you guys both voted for him, didn't you?
But I mean, we could still deliberate.
No. This is
You're conceding?
We vote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just two.
It's okay. Majority.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could still talk about it and
Well,
sway.
I mean, if
I swayed on that last one.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I really have to say though about it. You know, like it's just they were great. They were wonderful. A big piece of my childhood, and then they came back in the rare replay, and I got to relive it again, and. They went and made funny noises. They were like, "Rrr, rrr."
That is kind of endearing. I mean, being honest.
Come on. Did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie?
Never.
Holy cow.
I don't imagine her enjoying those games that much.
I have played several Castlevania titles. I have never played any of the Banjo-Kazooie. I didn't play ukulele.
I wonder how different this may have been if you had played those games.
That could definitely be influencing
like
my
having a temper tantrum because she can't find one like Jingo to go on like the next area.
Yeah, I could. I mean, it's a great. You should check it out for sure.
I could see that being a rainy day. You know what? I'm gonna put 2 hours into this and see how it goes.
Some of the level design is really unique. Like the world, they're just really just so cool. Like especially the spooky one. I mean, yeah.
But see, Castlevania is always spooky.
That's true.
Yeah.
Spooky 24/7. Yeah.
I'm not folding on that one. Sorry.
Jamie.
I'm going to stay Belmont.
Okay. Sounds good. Simon's moving on.
But I do think you make a compelling argument.
Okay, thank you.
I
Pour one
respect your
out
stance.
for
Yeah, pour one out for
Bird and Bear.
yeah.
Okay. Now we've got number 20 seed, which is really criminal.
Okay.
Mega Man. I don't know how he ended up at the 20 seed, but that's just the computer doing its work.
Okay.
Versus number 4 seed, Crash Bandicoot. Now this is a tough battle. I'll just jump right in here and cast my vote for Mega Man.
Okay.
Because, and I know if we're going to go back to the whole pyramid or the Rushmore thing, I do think maybe Crash would have the edge slightly, but having just played that really frustrating Crash 4, he's got a left.
Poor taste in your mouth.
Tune Crash 4 out of your mind and bring in the memories of the old PS1
Yeah,
commercials,
yeah.
like him in the stores and the parking lots.
Right, yeah.
So based on that, I'm going to say Mega Man.
Okay. All right. Nice.
I was going to say Mega Man because as much as Crash Bandicoot is a well-designed character, I think there's a lot from that era of like PS1 games and stuff that
Like
they
Brave
just
Fencer Musashi.
did a great job designing characters in general. I think Mega Man not only has like the staying power, but I don't think Crash Bandicoot has ever had a band dedicated to making music about him.
You mean
So,
2? Or you mean 3?
Oh.
So,
yeah, that's true.
Jeez.
So
Ran.
Mega Man is deeply endeared to the people. So
Okay.
All right. Mega Man's moving on.
All right.
It's a real underdog story. Okay, next up. A seed. This is probably a very proper seed for this guy.
Okay.
Number 3 seed, Mario.
Okay.
Mario,
Okay.
to be exact. Versus
Luigi Mario.
versus number 14 seed, Kratos.
I think that's obvious.
yeah, I think that's a sweep. Unfortunately,
It was fun while it
Kratos,
lasted.
it's the choice is Kratos' loincloth.
Mamma mia.
Best Mario game? 3.
I'm gonna say shake it up a bit. I'm gonna say 3D Land.
Nice.
Mario RPG.
Honestly, paper.
Oh, deep
paper.
cut.
Yeah.
Deep cut.
For me, it's very tied between.
I love Mario
Paper
World
Mario
though.
and
I
yeah.
love Mario World.
Mario's really good. Do we count Yoshi's Island?
Yeah.
The first Yoshi's Island.
Sure.
That's
sure.
also.
I mean, there is a
like,
crying Mario that just echoes in your sleep.
eh.
Odyssey was good too.
Mario's missing. Mario's time machine.
Partners in Time
Software
was
2
good.
works.
All
Alright, so
right.
Mario moves on.
Mario.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we've got, this is an interesting matchup. Number 11 seed, Bubsy,
Ooh.
versus number 6 seed, again, 2 characters, Ratchet and Clank.
I was thinking this before. Like, if it was like if we were gonna have a rap battle, if there was gonna be like some kind of death match between a character, a large character with a small character in a backpack, hands down for me it would be Ratchet and Clank
Yeah.
against Banjo-Kazooie. No,
Okay.
no way.
I'm gonna refresh my memory
Well,
what
they've got a lot of
Bubsy looks like.
Good tech on
Bubsy
there.
looks like a douche.
Yeah. He sounds like a douche.
Yeah.
He looks like, doesn't he wear a shirt with a B on it?
It's an
Is there- or
exclamation
exclamation.
mark.
Oh, okay.
He's edgy. It's
Yeah.
the 90s.
I
Ratchet and Clank is so much better.
Our relatives had Bubsy, and I actually really enjoyed trying to play it.
Like how he's trying to.
Was there, how many were there? 2? 3?
But yeah, 3 because it was Bubsy 3D.
Oh, God.
And don't forget the claws encounters of the furred kind.
That's terrible.
And also Bubsy, the perfect collection for PS5 and Series S.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bubsy
that wasn't
3D
even,
was like a travesty.
that was no contest, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Sorry,
yeah, I'm
Bubsy.
gonna say
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
She's gonna say Bubsy.
Bubsy. Poor Bubsy. They tried.
What about
I
you?
think
Okay,
in
well,
my brain I was picturing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Okay.
tell you this. What about Punky Skunk? You got Punky Skunk on
Who's
there?
Punky Skunk?
Punky. What about Croc?
I remember Croc. Yeah.
Punky Skunk.
Glover.
Glover. Punky Skunk, I think, was a PS1 game.
We can do honorable mentions
Okay.
at the end.
Okay.
Because there's there's
Sure.
there's so many I'm sure I left off.
I mean, look at that shit.
From
Oh my
Adventure Island.
god. He looks like
Oh.
is that like a platformer?
I think so.
Yeah. He looks pretty rad. Kind of like it's like Saturday morning cartoon.
Sure. Okay, we'll go.
Okay. So we've got number 7 seed Vault Boy, which
Okay.
debatable whether
Sure.
you want
I
to call
think
that
is
a
a
mascot.
mascot.
It's fine.
though.
It counts.
Versus a number 10 seed Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, that's hard.
I think on personal pick, I'm going Vault Boy.
Yeah.
I think Vault Boy has become very iconic as a mascot for the Fallout series, whether whether that's what they intended or not. Like, especially with the show being out, like, people see that and they know exactly what it is, even if they've never played the game or watched the show, I think. So
I would definitely agree with that. I would pick Vault Boy as well. I think Spyro was kind of like flash in the pan. And
The three PS1 games,
mhm.
and then I think the 2 PS2 games did fairly decently for mascot games.
Sure.
But yeah.
he's fallen on hard times
He's
since
fallen
then.
on hard times. I mean, yeah.
He was never a big part of my world.
Skylanders.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know, like, what the hell I was doing when, like, Crash and Spyro were out.
I played
I was
Crash.
probably
I
playing,
didn't
like-
enjoy Spyro.
Yeah, that's probably, like, my RPG awakening.
Yeah.
All right. So Vault Boy's moving on.
Vault Boy's moving on.
Okay. So now we've got this is the last match up of this
Okay.
round here.
Okay.
So number 15 seed Sly Cooper.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Mr. Game & Watch is what was moving on. Number 18
G and
seed
W.
Mr. Game & Watch.
I like A and W.
Then he's versus the number 2 seed Donkey Kong.
Wait. So Mr. Game & Watch versus Donkey Kong?
Yeah, battle the old school Nintendo.
This is like a Smash Brothers. It turned into a Smash
Yeah.
Brothers bracket.
Yeah. See, in my mind, when I think Donkey Kong, I think because my exposure to that character is the 3 Super Nintendo titles, I don't just think of Donkey Kong, I think all of the Kongs. So to me, I would pick that because that's like a whole iconic family.
Okay.
Does Game & Watch have a wife and kids? I don't know.
This is a Game
You don't know
Watch.
that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. He's never put it out there.
We need
But
to know.
that doesn't have to be, like it doesn't. You don't need to know
Yeah,
his life.
he's a
But
pretty
yeah,
private guy.
I think it's Donkey Kong though.
Yeah, I mean, I
What are you
love Mr.
leaning?
Game & Watch. I do. He's a great man, but Donkey Kong for sure has to be moving on in this bracket. Like, it'd be silly just to
Who do you
leave him
think? Who do you
behind.
think was first? Game & Watch or Donkey Kong?
That's a good question.
Well, I think the Game & Watch.
I'm inclined
to
Watch
think
is like,
Game & Watch.
probably like late 70s.
Okay,
Like what? Maybe
Okay.
like 78 or 79.
okay. And what was Donkey Kong?
Donkey
Like
Kong was probably
early
like
80s?
80. I don't know, like 82 or 83.
Okay. That sounds about right to me.
I was trying to just find a quick answer, but I'm
We'll pop it
not
up.
getting it.
Ding.
When did Nintendo release?
I feel
Punky
like it was
Skunk?
probably. I feel like it was probably Game & Watch was
When
first.
did the first
It's a Donkey Kong.
Game and Watch come out?
No.
April 28th, 1980.
Okay.
Donkey Kong. When did Donkey? July 9th, 1981.
Oh, that was
Wow.
close.
So yeah,
Okay.
they're
Neck
siblings.
and neck. Okay.
Neck
Donkey
was-
Kong's still moving on,
Mm-hmm.
and we're moving on to the next.
Okay, so now there's lots of duking
Okay.
out.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So we've got Kirby versus Pac-Man.
They're both round. Battle of the Round Boys.
Mm.
This is where some table flipping might come in.
I'm still going with like gaming legacy instead of pop culture and going Kirby.
Okay. Have
I
you,
have enjoyed a hell of a ton more Kirby games in my lifetime than I have Pac-Man.
did you ever watch the Pac-Man cartoon?
I did actually when it was airing. And I ain't talking about the new shit. I'm talking about the old shit.
Did you watch Christmas in Pac-Land?
No, I didn't. I know you did. Sounds like something, especially with the tone in your voice.
Maybe.
I may have been known to
Yes.
dabble in.
Do you know all it takes is just to put a bow on Pac-Man?
What about you, Jamie?
I really like Kirby.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I'm still gonna eulogize Pac-Man here for a
That's
little
fine.
bit.
Yeah.
Have you seen in the where Kirby turns into a car though?
No.
He doesn't turn it.
Well, he swallows a
He
car
tries
and he
to swallow
becomes
a car.
car shaped
Aw.
and vending machine shaped
Vending machine.
and traffic cone shaped. It's fucking adorable.
Wasn't there something with vehicle in the Nintendo one? Like the original Nintendo one? Where you keep
Wheel.
A wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. That's awesome. This is all for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't really followed the. That's another thing that I kind of like haven't followed a lot in
like modern
life.
Kirby
Yeah.
titles.
Well, one day you'll just, for some reason,
Yeah,
it's time for Switch.
I think so.
You'll just be able to look back on just a huge ass library of games.
I think so. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Because they make some great shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want to get hosed because you don't want to end up with. Do they all play like Kirby games?
The new one plays like a Kirby game, but it's actually in 3D.
That's
So it's-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think one time when I was a child,
Mm-hmm.
I went and
You played that shitty Kirby golfing game.
No, I played Yoshi's Cookie.
Oh,
Or-
dude, Yoshi's Cookie is awesome.
Was it Yoshi's Safari?
Yoshi's Safari is the one for the Super Scope 6.
It was a Yoshi spin-off game, and I remember being disappointed because I thought it was gonna be,
Like a
Oh,
traditional-
you're just straight up talking Yoshi,
Maybe.
which is
Yeah.
the block, the falling with
Yeah.
the Mario enemies, and you have
Yeah.
to turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could get it.
but you think it's gonna be one thing,
Yes.
and then so that kind
Yeah.
of that traumatized me for
The
the
old
future
bait and
of
switch.
titles of
that began your Nintendo fear.
yeah.
I trusted you, Nintendo.
But yeah, so
Yoshi's not a very good game.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
falling puzzle games.
Yeah,
It's not a
not
very
it.
good game.
yeah. So, but Kirby, I guess I would still.
You're still going for the iconic, the pop culture iconicness of Pac-Man.
I mean,
or Puckman, depending on where you're
Puckman.
from.
Yeah.
Paku Paku. Man.
I mean, despite it's just like I'm gonna go out swinging and still just vote anyways for Pac-Man.
Okay, you're allowed.
I'm gonna just say, I actually did enjoy that second one too. It was difficult. It had a learning curve.
Back in time.
What was it called? New Adventures with the slingshots. The one with the slingshot.
Okay.
Back in time. It had a learning curve, but
Yeah.
it had humor. There was some witty writing.
Excellent.
Pac-Man cried like
Did
a
he? He was
bitch
sad? He
at
was
times,
sad?
but it's okay.
Sure.
It showed you that if you
Is that on Game Pass?
no,
Oh,
I had
okay.
it on Genesis.
Oh, okay. Because there's a modern one. There's another modern one. too.
Okay.
Is it like Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures or something?
Oh, is that like I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Pac-Man World had a remaster too.
I liked the Pac-Man World game as well.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I
But-
think Pac-Man has a ton of cultural importance.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely
You know what?
miss
Here's
him.
the thing. I'm gonna go back again. I'm going the same thing. I'm gonna go with Pac-Man, just so this doesn't turn into a Smash Brothers bracket.
Oh man.
Because we can't have all Nintendo.
But Pac-Man also did make his way into Smash Brothers too.
Fuck. All right, I'm going back to Kirby.
Okay. Do you really want to go back to Kirby?
Yeah, I gotta go back to Kirby.
All right. Kirby it is. I love you, Pac-Man. Waka waka in the grave.
Why do you keep acting like Fozzie Bear?
Okay, next up we've got Simon Belmont
Okay.
versus Mega Man.
That's tough. I think
See, the thing is
iconicness, I'd almost have to say Mega Man.
I'm gonna go Mega Man because Mega Man has been in every Mega Man game. Simon Belmont has not been in every Castlevania game. And,
That's a good point.
Wow.
And Simon Belmont happened in Captain N, so that's a problem.
Would you say that Mega Man is the best character in any Mega Man game? Would you say that Mega Man is the best character in any Mega Man game? Like if
Maybe.
because I feel like there's a lot of great characters in Castlevania, and you might have a Castlevania game where Simon is not the greatest or most important character.
Captain N, the Game Master.
He's a lovely human.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to Mega Man.
I'm going Mega Man.
I think you go to a third world country, you show a child a picture of Simon Belmont and a picture of Mega Man. 9 times out of 10, they're picking Mega Man.
Okay.
So I'm picking Mega Man.
Fair.
I love Mega Man.
We love you, Uganda.
For just $1 a day, you too can teach a child about Mega Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got Mario. Mario
Okay.
versus
Mario Battalion.
Ratchet and Clank.
Oof.
These are becoming
This
challenging.
is about gaming legacy and pop versus pop culture for me.
Yeah.
I feel I'm more attached to Ratchet and Clank and the Ratchet and Clank games than I am the Mario overall. Because I'm a weirdo and I don't think Mario 64 is the greatest game ever made.
Okay.
I feel like there's probably going to be some pushback, but that's okay. Majority does rule, so I'm not going to be upset either way.
I mean, I'm definitely going to have to stick with my vote for Mario.
Okay.
I think he's just too much of a powerhouse.
Sure. Sure.
And,
I can't argue with that.
yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm going to change my vote on behalf of the nostalgic memories of the Super Mario Brothers 3 Happy Meal toys.
Okay.
All right, so
Mario it is.
Mario, moving on.
Do you want to say anything about Mario?
I don't have any real deep personal attachment to either one, but I was going to say I don't think there's any denying that Mario's a commercial juggernaut.
Yeah.
And I think you almost have to tip your stupid red hat to that, if nothing else. So that was the tiebreaker for me.
Did you play Ratchet and Clank?
No.
Okay.
I've watched him play Ratchet and Clank, but I have not.
Mario's moving on. Predictions for the next Mario movie?
there needs to be some Mario 3 or some Mario World. Don't stop focusing so much on the new Super Mario Brothers series. That's not his legacy.
Right.
That's the people that get excited that go and see the Mario movie are fucking adults, and that is not their childhood.
Yes, right.
Right.
Yeah, you can still make it fun for kids, but
throw some new Super Mario references in there. Cool.
Yeah.
But I need to see some fucking leaves.
Yeah.
You know, I need to see some. If you're not going to go a leaf, I need to see a feather and a cape.
Yeah, for sure.
Some classic, fire flower design.
For sure.
Boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boot would. Yeah, even cameo on the fucking like side of the screen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we see, like, I would love to see, like, the ships.
Oh, like the airships.
yeah.
From World
Yeah,
8.
the Koopalings ships.
Yeah. And, like, the fiery, watery ships
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So now we've got Vault Boy
Okay.
versus Donkey Kong. VB versus DK. I mean, I think
I think the obvious answer on that one is Donkey Kong.
I was gonna
Like
say,
it's
yeah.
just flat out Donkey Kong.
yeah, like Vault Boy's
I
great.
think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
Now, if you were gonna go 4 out of 5 visits to Hot Topic, which character would you see more? Probably be Vault Boy.
Probably for sure. Yeah.
Or I should say Modern Time Hot Topic.
Yeah, it would. It would definitely be that for sure. You go to a third world country.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong would definitely take it. Yeah, I like Donkey Kong a lot too. I
Okay.
mean, solid character. Great franchise. My favorite Donkey Kong memory is going to Johnny B's place when he used to have the restaurant, Little Johnny B's. And we'd go up to his living room and we would play Donkey Kong Country.
Nice.
And it was just so much fun. Not a care in the world. Losing track of time. No
It's the good
responsibilities.
old days.
Yeah. Anyways.
What's your favorite Kong?
Funky.
Awesome. Funky Kong. I think from like a character design standpoint, I'm a Dixie fan.
Dixie's cool.
Cranky.
He old man.
Yeah.
Get off
He's
his lawn.
he's not afraid to be a dick.
Yeah.
And just
be cranky.
himself. Yep.
Be himself and be cranky.
Yeah.
And himself and be cranky.
He's true to that.
Well, before we get into our kind of last few matchups here,
Okay.
we'll take another short break.
Okay.
Well, after these messages,
That's right.
we're getting tough.
Fuck yeah.
Gloves are off.
It's some real juggernauts here. It's some stuff that we probably could have predicted. Some stuff maybe not so much. But here we have Kirby versus Mega Man.
Okay.
And Kirby was a 16, Mega Man was a 20. So this is like, what a fight.
I still don't think this is hard for me. I think it's still Kirby. I love me some Mega Man, but Kirby games you can usually play through, and those are relaxing.
Sure. That's for sure. Yeah.
So I'm also going to say Kirby. However, for a different reason. I was trying to think about like appeal, and I think Kirby as a character and as a game franchise, like lots of people play those, lots of people enjoy those. I think Mega Man's just a little bit more of a
little more
step for some
hardcore,
people.
yeah.
So just not accessibility, but like widespreadness.
Kirby can come back. Mega Man has trouble treading water. But we did finally get Splash Woman. So
Yeah.
Do like Mega Man though.
Sad to see this happen.
Yeah.
I love
This
Mega
is
Man.
a difficult loss, I think.
I think Mega Man would accept it. I think he would be a good sport.
Yeah.
Would he pat Kirby on the back and say,
And then he'd walk down the street in a dramatic fashion. Okay. Kirby's moving on. What would happen if Kirby sucked Mega Man?
He already does in Smash Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
would he just shoot
Is this a
blasters?
Smash
This
Brothers?
is Smash Brothers.
Oh wait, okay. Is Smash Brothers or Sony Battle All Stars or whatever the hell?
Yeah. And this one we all knew was coming. It had to happen. Mario versus Donkey Kong.
I think this is a setup.
I just hit random, but we knew it. Well, like you had to
was gonna
figure that
happen.
Mario was going to get pretty far. and
Mario
Donkey Kong
versus
was
Donkey Kong.
going to get pretty far. So,
And the marching minis or whatever.
oh yeah.
It's Mario. I think it's obvious.
I mean, I guess I'd have to say the same thing. It's just, it's close.
Yeah, it's close, but I mean, I think it's a clear winner who edges out, or clear
Yeah.
obvious choice.
Yeah. Jamie, Mario.
I was going to say Donkey Kong only
You
because it reached a point where I was trying to pick criteria in my head, and the only thing that it came down to was personal preference. I just like Donkey Kong better as a character, but
Yeah.
Mario is the obvious one.
Did you ever? So, I don't think you never played Donkey Kong 64, right?
No,
Have you and I don't think you've ever really played Smash Brothers, have you?
no.
Have you ever heard the DK rap? Because I think that would change your mind about
Okay.
which
well,
one's
that's fair.
better.
It's true. It's kind of starting to sway me now toward Donkey Kong.
Oh no, that was away. Away from Donkey
I love that rap.
Oh god.
The 60. You didn't like 64 though? Did you?
Oh man.
I really
like
enjoyed
rare
it.
collectathons. Like
Yeah.
Like I said, my
it was
attachment
just
to
like more
Donkey
the
Kong
same.
is Donkey Kong Country, all three of them. Like the music, the way it looks, the animals, the spinning, but everything. It's just, I'm more attached to that than I am, I think, to any Mario.
Sure. That's personal bias.
Yeah, it is. But like between those two, that was literally the only way that I could make a decision.
Sure.
But I think Mario is the sensible one to best that.
Okay.
Court of public opinion. would
Mario
say
gets
Mario.
Pauline again.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong.
it had to happen.
Donkey Kong, stick to women of your own species.
All right, and finally, here it is, the final battle, the showdown between Mario, and Kirby. No last name.
This is also obvious.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Kirby had a good run though.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie.
I will concede the throne, but I would still pick Kirby. Again,
That's fair.
strictly because of personal
Sure.
preference.
That's fair. Okay, well, congratulations to Mario. He
What a
took-
shit.
So what if we did this again? We did a summer special with all B-list mascots.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm there. Like I got you guys covered.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Well, just off
Where's
the top of our
Earthworm
heads,
Jim?
yeah, like Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
Mike, Daniel Fortescue, of course, could be one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Izzy.
Yes.
Izzy. Monkey
Yes.
Skunk.
Not Ratchet and Clank. Jack and Daxter.
I have a feeling you'll probably offend some people by that one if you say they're like less than, because I know that was a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
That was a huge
yeah,
rivalry. Is Ratchet versus.
I never played those.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah,
I didn't
I've
either.
heard they were
Gex.
great.
Yeah.
but-
Oh,
Gex,
Gex.
yeah.
Gex has
Yeah.
got to be on there.
yeah. Yeah, there's definitely
with-
a lot I left
I mean-
out.
Marina?
Oh my God,
Marina.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
With Klonoa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with still love, but
Panzer
Tomba.
Dragoon?
Tomba.
So
Yeah.
let's do another round of
the
this.
entire non-Kong cast of Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Pikmin.
Yeah. I mean, we could even do like Mario side characters, like
We could just do an entire bracket of just Mario enemies.
That's true. Or like the Mario Universe,
There you
Mushroom
go.
Kingdom
There you go.
bracket. Yeah. There's a lot of different directions we could go. So there's more where this came from.
Okay.
But right now,
We can do
Mario.
a subscriber only.
Yeah.
But I think we should do like
Patreon
ridiculous
bracket.
ones. Like
Yeah.
if we're gonna do like the Mario enemies, we should do a brackets of which one do you think tastes better,
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
or like which one smells worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So, well, that's it for today's bracket and today's
Alright.
episode. So,
It's been fun.
yeah, I really enjoyed this. We'll see you next
Is there a
time.
Master Chief?
Master Chief.
There's
Yeah.
no Master Chief on there.
No Sam Fisher.
Ice climbers.
No Agent 47. So, I mean, let's preview what's to come.
Yeah.
Peace
All
out.
right.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.